Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game number 1 in a series between Elegant versus Fanta. For those of you guys who noticed something a little different, yeah, I am introducing the web camera back just because, well, some people say, hey, it's nice to look at something other than the game, and if you have to look at something, well, might as well be my pretty face as, well, my handsome face. I'm not pretty, I'm handsome. That's what my wife tells me. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going down here. FantaFicition spawning as the yellow Undead player here at the 5 o'clock position of Nomad Isle. Meanwhile, IAM's Elegant spawning as the red Night Elf. This is game 1 in a series. And this series, one of the games actually did come highly recommended. So we'll see if it lives up to its hype. Not necessarily all short or all long games are the crux of, or not the crux, the best of WarCraft 3. Now, for those of you guys who are wondering if I am going to BlizzCon, I am still waiting to hear back from Blizzard. Blizzard has invited me and asked me to go in the past, in recent years, but I don't know if they're going to have me go this particular year. So I know some people are like, hey, I want to go to BlizzCon, let's do a meet and greet. I've been trying to organize one of those for a while, but no reason for me to go to BlizzCon if I can't go to BlizzCon. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going down. Ancient of War already training up an archer. You can see the Altar of Elders is a bit late, which most likely means we will be going into a tavern hero. The big question is going to be, which tavern hero is it? Now, the timing on that hero is going to be that it is slightly delayed, but you also see FantaFiction opened up with a rather delayed Death Knight as well. Tomb of Relics well completed before the Death Knight has even made its way out, so that I am a bit surprised about. Let's go ahead. Troll Shadow Priest has been hired. As you see, I believe a Wisp was the one that did it. Yes, a Wisp was the one that hired the unit there, as we are now waiting on the Dark Ranger. Elegant opening up with a Dark Ranger, and that Dark Ranger is going to be immune to the hero nuking of the Death Knight. On top of that, with the Troll Shadow Priest here, the Troll Shadow Priest should be able to just abolish magic down all of those skeletal minions. That is going to be a very, very impressive feat there, as we are looking at agility being the primary attribute for this Dark Ranger. You do have to be a little bit careful with that mana, as you see the Dark Ranger now sitting at level 1. Meanwhile, Death Knight now attempting to clear out this Goblin Merchant creep camp. He does pick up a Dust of Appearance for those early Shadow Melds, but I think he could have just purchased those at his shop. I'm not exactly sure why FantaFiction opted to clear out this particular creep camp, as it is a little bit difficult. Alright, Vile Temptress down to 77 hit points. It looks like it does get taken down by the Death Knight, giving level 2, as the Skeletal Minions are now simply fighting back. Skeletal Minions now trying to back away. Meanwhile, the Ancient of War is still doing a lot of damage here. Dark Ranger sitting at level 2, also using a Ring of Regeneration, which does come as a bit of a surprise here, as we are going to see a giant sea turtle taken out. Alright, Troll Shadow Priest has plenty of mana. Are we going to see some abolish magic onto some of the skeletal minions? That should be a big question. There goes one, there goes two, as the Ancient of War is taking a beating, but it looks like it will end up staying alive. You can see, oh no, the Death Knight gets the final blow in there, and the Death Knight, 27 to 37 damage was just enough, as it looks like a ghoul is going to get taken down. This army of lesser minions going to be a significant problem, as the lesser minion front line of undead units is just an absolute nightmare. Those ghouls cannot get into position. If those ghouls cannot attack those archers, which are generally glass cannons at the early stages of the game, if you don't break the glass cannon breaks you, as we're looking at a Troll Shadow Priest now wandering around back over here. Death Knight sitting at level 2 so far, and it is going to be pushed back once more, as we're looking at a Renegade Wizard taking a bit of damage. Now the Renegade Wizard, oh, there is another Lightning Shield. Lesser minion, or the Lightning Shield, is going to take down these guys pretty easily, as the Death Knight currently sitting at level 2. There goes a Death Coil, able to save another low hit point ghoul, as we're looking at a Tree of Life expansion by Elegant. Now, what I am curious about though is whether or not Elegant can get a far enough lead. Once destroyers come out, the Dark Ranger pretty much becomes a pointless hero, as her ability ends up dealing more damage back to you. Those dark arrows, those lesser minions or minions in general, very, very easy to devour magic, as the Death Knight, no, the Dark Ranger, I believe, got the kill there. And, oh my goodness, that minion down to 3 hit points could have been taken down. And we'll see what happens there, as the Death Knight now looking to still back away. And the archers are still going to get some easy, very free shots on this Death Knight. We are going into an Ancient Wonders and a Hunter's Hall. Not exactly sure what the overall plan is, as FantaFiction now backs off. Renegade Wizard gets taken down, level 3 now on the Dark Ranger with Claws of Attack +6. Rather strong, dealing upwards of 42 damage per attack. Add in the Black Arrow damage buff, and that is just going to be a much, much higher point of damage. Let's see, Dark Minion is now being summoned onto the field here. Oh, a Purge coming in from the Null there, quickly taking it down. As we're looking at the Null Overseer, gonna get taken out here. Dark Ranger gonna be about halfway to 4 as she picks up Gloves of Haste. Death Knight sitting at 2. A whole bunch of ghouls and skeletal minions now making their way through here, as the Death Knight could easily take down a skeletal minion, but hasn't done so. Dark Ranger now turns around. Panda now being picked up, and a Panda could actually spell near certain death on a handful of ghouls, as these ghouls cannot go up against this current army. The army of Elegance, sitting with 1 Panda and 1 Dark Ranger, can easily tear apart all of these ghouls, and then add in the Breath of Fire on that Panda, and the Panda is going to have a very, very easy time. Skeletal minions now rushing in head on into this group right here. It looks like a ghoul may get taken down. No, not taken down. There's a big Breath of Fire. 1 ghoul now down. 2nd ghoul now down. As we are looking at gargoyles getting focused down. This is actually a bit of a misstep by Fanta, not realizing the exact strategy that Elegant had. Elegant had a very, very powerful army right here. 1 Acolyte gets taken down. 2nd Acolyte gets taken down. Scroll of Town Portal now coming into play. And a 3rd Acolyte getting taken down. And oh, an Archer just barely makes it, or just barely dies, as Elegant easily takes game 1 in the series. And won here, even though he had the smaller army. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.